Hello, this is Cindy from Cinders Papercraft, and I am bringing you the next card in my series. Now, I have a confession to make. These were all perfectly turned up the other way, and because I kept fiddling and shaking with it, I actually bent the acetate, which meant that some have turned over. So this one doesn't look as good as it did earlier when I hadn't fiddled with it. I don't know why I have to fiddle with these things. Just does not make sense, but there you go. So I have, as you know, I have a lot of issues, but when I do shaker cards, I cannot bear when they stick around the edges, the sequins, and they're all static. It drives me mad. I don't like it at all. Now, I have found a way of getting around that with sequins. Right, so here I've done 2 shaker pouches. I haven't used foam tape. What I've literally done is cut one punch. I actually done them with punches, one size and then the size down. Now this one I didn't treat, and as you can see, it's really static. Now this one, it has got less in, I will say that, but these, if I maybe not that hard, if I flick it, they do go down, and there is space, but it drives me mad. Whereas this one, oh, nice. What I done with that is I sprayed hairspray onto the sequins and also onto the acetate. It worked, so I'm not going to say it didn't. So yeah, if you want to do these as Christmas tree decorations, although I maybe should have left the glue to dry a bit longer. But I just like it, the fact that they don't all stick everywhere and get stuck around the edges in the glue. Of course, there's always a way around that one as well. So if you ever want to make these, you can make them into little hanging Christmas ornaments. You just put some ribbon behind, make up a little gold strip here to make it look like it's a bauble holder, and there you are. These won't go to waste, I will use them. Right, so this one here, I have used these absolutely gorgeous little stones, gems. They're gorgeous. Can you see how lovely they are? They're all multicoloured. They're clear, Aurora Borealis, I think they're called. But they're absolutely gorgeous, and they don't stick. And they all look lovely when they weren't flipped round the wrong way. But anyhow, this is my card. I have done the inside because I never show you the insides of my my envelopes. So this one I didn't actually emboss. I bought some Delicata black ink that I done my thing on, what black ink does what. And I got the gold one. It is amazing. It's gorgeous. It's metallic and it shimmers. So that's why I put the gold in there. And I've also done the envelope to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year and put some snowflakes on. Now what I should have done was bent this. So this time I've learnt my lesson. This was a sentiment from a very generic stamp set I have. It isn't from Stampin' Up. You'll find this sort of sentiment anywhere, even in the magazines that come out at Christmas with all the sentiments and that lot on the crafting ones. I struggled to find one that was slim enough, and then I stamped it too far down. But I just literally grabbed a generic one. These, which I love and I will be using on this. Now, I could stamp and emboss them, but these are actually a byproduct. Let me show you. I'm making a fancy card, and the gold underneath is what I wanted to show through, and I have a background plate die that cuts that out. So they are actually the infill bit of these. Now, if you are interested in those, I will just, they're not Stamping Up. Oh, okay. So the only one I haven't got labelled is that. But as you can see, I will leave a link down below where I actually got that from. It wasn't a lot of money. Some of the background plates can be really quite expensive, or you could just decide. I got my special my special stamps are Stampin' Emboss, which will probably be a lot easier, but these were actually a byproduct of a card that I was making, so I made use of them as we should. So let's see if I make a mistake in the first 20 minutes of this video. We should put a bet on. Right, so here are my supplies that I'm going to need. I am going to need an envelope. I am going to need the bit to go inside. I have already heat embossed the tree, so I just need to die cut that out. There is my layering, not my layering, my cardstock. I've already heat embossed this, and this is where I'm going to cut the tree out, because you do not need to see me heating this up. And there's the under bit. Now, I do actually like doing the under bit rather than put it straight onto there, but that's just me. You do what you do. There's no right or wrong way. I probably use up more materials than I need to, but I just like the fact that it's sorted out, if you know what I mean. Right, so let's bring in the beast. Now, I have got this that I have used two. Sorry, I wasn't actually putting my fingers up to you. I bought a couple of stamps. Yeah, we'll go with a couple. I bought some stamps, as you know, and I have used them a lot more this year than I did last year. These are new ones. So what I have got for this card is I have stamped that one and heat embossed it, as you saw. I have used the die set. This is ready for Christmas, and the die set is Christmas Staircase, and I've used that sentiment and that one underneath for the inside. The two of them make a really nice looking inside, and I think that is it. Probably find out I've left something, but we can cope with that. Now let me get this going. Now I am going to lay both of these down. Now, I don't know about you, but I actually do have to have this the right way round to put it straight. Silly, I know, but there you go. So I've got the two bits of black paper there, and I'm going to check that my Christmas tree isn't wonky, because no one likes a wonky tree. There, that's good. Now you watch me move it. Now, if I put it in that way, as you should, it won't come down with a ka-thunk. There. Right, and while we're at it, I will just get the last card I done the tree in green, but I thought this time we'd go all fancy. You see, I just can't do it from the side. Oh dear, never mind. What can I say? I wish I was a perfect crafter. More chance of... Well, I won't finish that sentence. No, you see, look. I know better. Now then, did that just move? Do you know, I do like these magnetic plates. Oops, sorry guys. However, when it comes to the little things, it's not a good idea. I mean, that's not a little thing, that's a great big thing. Right, so, and I'm going to save that bit that I've done some stitching on. Right. And then that's done. No, it's not done. Yes, it is. What am I doing? Right. Now, we have our front bit there. And now that will have that nearly cut out. So before that completely disintegrates, I am going to put some tape on it because I do not want it falling out. No, I don't, because then I won't be able to line it up properly. Well, I would, I suppose, but is that a better idea to do it? Just to inlay that? No. Nope. Right, so let me just pop some of this on the other side. Right, so I hope everyone's had a good day. This is Sunday afternoon for me, and the light is fading fast, although it only is something about nearly 3, half 3. I don't like these winter months. It gets dark too quickly. Right, so now I'm going to put glue on that so I can squish it down. Yeah, so it's not very... This morning when I woke up, it was absolutely beautiful, but the frost was really thick and cold. Made me want to climb back into bed. Right, so we are going to line that up with that embossed plate, and I am going to turn that over and give that a jolly good rubbing. We do not want that stuck down, and I am going to get that out now so it doesn't stick to everything in the world. Now I am going to use a piece of acetate. Now you can get this anywhere. If you live in the United Kingdom, Stampin' Up do some. You can get some off Amazon, and you can get some from any sort of hobby place. Now I know you're going to think, well, you've got to say that, but I do actually like the Stampin' Up one. I really do. Yep. I was just thinking, do I need a bit that big? But let's be safe rather than sorry, especially because it's me. Right. Oh, that's good. That's coming off before I'm even ready for it. It's an improvement on yesterday's card, which wouldn't come off. Made me a really happy camper, that did. Oh, but you do have to laugh. one of my lovely friends. I call them friends. I call you guys friends because I interact with a lot of you, and I enjoy that. She said that I do make her laugh, and she wasn't being mean. And I think, of course, you wouldn't be mean. No one would be mean. Right, so now we are going to take these foam strips. Now, before we go any further with this, I'm going to remove those to one side, and as I lay these down, you should always do this. Use your anti-static tool, because I know it isn't actually sticky there. It does hold some stick to it. Now I'm going to take that off because I need to make sure that nothing can come out of here. And I'm also not going to be too worried about filling in all the little lines, you know, to make it really close. I don't want anyone to be able to see the white foam poking out, because that would look, I wouldn't like that. If I go to all this trouble to do this, actually, if I use my nod at this stage, which would maybe go down really well, I will put it on here. Right, so this set I have used a lot, and the stocking set, especially the I love the stocking and the pillar box. I really do like those, and I also like the one with the lampposts that I have. And what I will be doing in the next one is using the oh, what is it? It's something Seasons. I tell you what, on Sundays I might as well be staying in bed. That one could have come down a bit lower. The one with the front door on. I'm going to be using that to do one, and this one as well. And the Star of Light, which I think is beautiful. That was actually around last year, and I bought that then, and I used that a lot. So, yeah. Got lots and lots of cards to make. Now, you can always use loose rhinestones that you can pick up probably off eBay. You probably get a stack for a couple of pounds if they're the loose ones, and you can always use those. I actually go through a lot of, just squash that in there, a lot of cards, card and what do you call it, and projects. Sorry, words are difficult today for me. My brain's not engaged. Now, as I said, I have a lot of these lovely thingies, and they're beautiful. Aren't they gorgeous? I have a lot of them. These really are lovely, and on cards they look amazing. I would show you my cards, but they're in my other craft room, but they really are gorgeous. So, and do we think I have enough? No. There, I think they're all... You wait, I'm going to stick this on and one will be upside down. Let me check. Yeah, that looks about right. Right, now let's see if I can peel this off without flicking everything everywhere. Can you feel the tension building? Is she going to do it? Ooh. And because they're that size, they're less likely to come out of any gaps that there are. Actually, I'm moving all this lot out of the way, especially those, because I will have those over. As much as I love them, picking up 100,000 of them little suckers would do me in. The last bit, the very last bit. Where is my piece of acetate? That's too big. Ah, there. Here goes. Now, I am going to trim that. Should actually have done that first, because it can all go horribly wrong about now. So cross your fingers. It's just not one of my videos if everything goes right, is it? The funniest thing is, when I'm not filming, everything goes all right. Oh, except for the fight I had with Night of Navy this morning. I always have a fight with something. And this morning, it was Night of Navy. So there. What do you think of that? Right, now, I didn't really need to put that on, but it's there anyway. And I'm just going to pop on. Now, I think do you know what? I know these aren't as thick as the other ones, but I am going to put those on instead of those strips. Oop. I don't know. I kind of like these better. It's only on the edge. Let's put another one on. Oh, do you know, when I use these, I tend to find I'd be walking upstairs and there'd be one of these in the strangest place, and you think, how the heck did that get there? So is anyone a bit unnerved that this has gone fairly all right? I'm a bit unnerved. Something's got to go wrong. Not that I want it to. Right, so as they were die cut, where is that? Let's be sensible about this. They were die cut together. So if I use that as my guide, like that, there we are. Whew. Right, so we're on the home stretch now, and I'm feeling quite positive that this has gone okay. Let me move all this clutter and rubbish out of the way. And where are my little die cuts? There they are. Oh, there's one already. Bonus. Right, so you can see that I've very, very carefully chosen spots. And we are going to, actually I'll put that there because I've stupidly made that quite big. So yeah, these come in all sorts of sizes and I really like them. Mind you, sequins would look good here as well. Actually, sequins would look really nice, or those on the outside. But I just love black and gold. I always used to go with silver and black and then do the gold with the red colours, which is probably more traditional. But I love them. I don't want a big one. Right. I'm feeling very unnerved. Something has to go wrong. Or perhaps my luck's turning. And that someone somewhere has taken pity on me. Well, that one's a nice one. Right. You see, here is where I fall into trouble, because they're supposed to be random, but my brain will organise things into a pattern. Me and random just don't get on. Really don't. See, now I have to put one there. And I wonder how many of you people are thinking, she's got to put one there. So it's not just me. It's not just me. Right, now, I haven't brought a star in, so I will put the star on top later and get rid of this. So let me do the inside. Now this is where it could potentially be a problem, but no. Right, so here is my sentiment, which is lovely. I try to stick to one stamp set, and I never ever stick on my inside cards until it's stamped, because if you do and you get it wrong, then you're kind of stuck. Yep, that'll do. Now, oh, I tell you what I did do. I did use another stamp set. I used the stars, and that's from here. It's these ones. I completely forgot about that. Let me pick that up, and let me get some scrap and remove that. I do not want my fingers in that. And all I'm going to do is down one side and try and disguise the fact that I had a halo. I thought I trimmed this one down. I obviously didn't. Right. I don't know which one's better. Yeah, it is that one. I do like rubber stamps. The only thing is, you can't really see if you've got everything inked up, and if you don't get a perfect stamp. I could get my Stampin' majig and do it, but it usually is nearly impossible. I do like clear stamps a lot better. Right. So I'm going to put that to one side to let that dry, because both of those take a tad longer to dry. And my envelope will need stamping. Right, so I'm going to use my beautiful Delicata. I do wish Stampin' Up would bring out a gold and silver. I really do. They used to have one. Right, so I curved that so that it would be a bit more in keeping. On the first one I did, I didn't do it. Right. There, I got rid of that. I must trim this down because I am well known to get halos and they drive me mad. They drive me mad. Right. We are nearly there and it will soon be time to say that's done. Now I am going to glue this together, and I lost my Teflon bone folder. I can't find it anywhere and I'm so used to it, because with that one you can you can fold over embossing with it, so I really miss it. Right, and here we go. That's why we got two-sided paper for clumsy people like me. Go, and there we are. What is that in there? Don't know, it's gone now. But what do you think? I think it's really fun. And normally people are really quite nervous about doing really big open shaker cards, but with those it makes it ideal. I was going to do a Star of Light one, but I would actually have to use the sequins for that because it's a much smaller space. So yeah, use hairspray. Funny enough, that works. Right, so there are my two cards. My other card is somewhere. There it is. And I will just pop a star on top. But I wonder which one you like better. The one with the green tree or the one with the gold? Let me know. It will be interesting. Right. If you would like any of the products that you see me demonstrate today, you can do so on my website. If you liked this video, can you give it a like if you did like it? And if you didn't, I'm sorry you didn't like it. I do always try to make people smile. So leave a comment. If you have any questions, pop them down there. If you haven't subscribed and you like my tutorials, then click subscribe and press the bell so it reminds you when I upload a video. But I think they're quite sweet. Hopefully you do too. Right, I will say goodbye for now. I hope the rest of your day goes very well, and I will see you next. I wonder if I can get one in tomorrow. It's a box for children. You're going to love it. Absolutely love it. Let me know which one you like more. I think I'm actually liking the green a bit more, but there you go. Right, thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful morning. Have a wonderful night, depending on where you are in the country or in the world even. Bye for now.